Oh, there we go. Huh. That's clearly a good find. Oh, there's the drop of the day, people. There's the drop of the day. Oh. Judgment here. It's time for the March 2020 highlights and lowlights video, but this one will have a slightly different emphasis from previous videos. Most of this one is about my first ever assassin, Nereza, whom as I speak has just passed level 93. So much of this video is about the gear she found and the decisions I had to make along the way to decide what gear to keep and what to throw away. This character you're seeing here is a character where I've stored the gear that Nereza completed hell level with, barring the gear she is still carrying. And I thought I'd give you an example of the decisions I had to make. During the course of the video you'll see this helm drop. Now it's a pretty reasonable helm, but you wouldn't normally think this would make a highlights video. But when you're trying to progress through the game with self-found gear, as I did with Nereza, a helm like that looks pretty good. There were a few rules I established for myself when I started up Nereza. One was this would not be a teleporting character. Two is that I would only allow muling of items off the character but not back on. And that she would play through the game with the gear she found herself. Now I do have one luxury compared to many other players who may be starting out for the first time, is that I have lots of tokens of absolution, and as I speak to you now, Nereza will do a respec into better gear when I next run a stream on Wednesday night. The sheer number of tokens I have means I have a lot of margin of error, and if I don't like what I've done, I can simply go back, use a token and respec her as I see fit. I'm not certain that any player playing for the first time or restarting would use a traps assassin as their first choice character, but as this video unfolds you'll see that I had the most astonishing run of luck in collecting items. So let's have a look at how she progressed and what she found. Oh, a steel skull. 33, not great, but that can replace the same level of lifesteal as the worm skull. Bigger defense, hit recovery, some attack speed. I'm not certain it'll get past a break point, but certainly an appropriate replacement. Right, we have just found in the pit an ethereal kraken shell. We're going to try and add sockets to it. For once I don't want 4, I'd like either 2, in which case I'll make this into the rune word smoke. If I get 3, it will be the rune word Lionheart. Here we go. 3. Right, still not a total solution to the mercenaries problem, but I've done pretty well there in my opinion. So that one we can sell. I thought I was lucky enough to get a foul rune up, but here we go, Hellbun Foul. Mercenary's weak point is the weapon, but I'm still pretty happy with that. There's 25 to strength, which means I no need to strength bug the mercenary anymore. Now there's our second piece of good fortune for the day. I have found a white tower shield, which I want for its higher blocking percentage. The runes necessary to put sockets in a white tower shield are Tal and Ammon, plus a perfect ruby, and I have 2 flawless rubies sitting in the stash, so it might be time for some shrine running, or just play around till I get another flawless ruby. I've upgraded one of the flawless rubies to a perfect. We want 3 sockets in the tower shield, and our chances should be 50-50. 3 of them, that's what we wanted, so that's 2 good rolls with the Heradric cube. Right, chance to block is now 49%. We're going to remove the Ancient's Pledge. Defense 143. Better than I can do on virtually any shaker. There's our new law. I don't think we really need them is the big problem. I just don't think we need those. Jeez, they're starting to drop now. There are the Hellmouths. Okay, another set amulet. Set amulet is. Well, that's the first one of those I've found for quite some time. It may be temporarily usable on this character too. Oh, there we go. Serendipity has struck, people. You might remember, I'm not certain you were on the stream. Oh, chance guards. What out here? Chance, we're not going to use them. I think we need the resistance of those gloves. Okay, what do we get for Magic Find? 35 isn't bad. Perhaps we can use them. What do we need here? Let's do that. Oh, we've got extra points to put into dexterity. I've decided to use them. I had to put 7 points into dexterity because I'll be using them to replace these gloves. But I think it's time, people, we got rid of the Sanders boots, as much as they have served us well for many levels. I can get the same level of run-walk by running the Mavina belt and the Tearhaunch greaves. And I may regret this in the upper reaches of hell if I need to run away from Deathlords. But we're going to sell the Sanders boots and keep the gloves for use as high resistance gear. Well, there's a Telrasher weapon and a Thresher too. Okay, well, here we'll try again. Never got a 222. 212. Thresher. Okay, here we go. Ethereal. No sockets. Okay, people, we are back in normal. We have found an ethereal, unsocketed Thresher. I would like to make the old rune word honour, Ammon El If Ter Sol. I've got the 2 hard ones, the Ammon and the Sol. They just dropped somewhere in hell level. We're back in normal level. We're going to try and go for the L and the Ith. Oh, there's the 2 we wanted. The exact 2.
Can I help you?
Okay. Ammon. L. Ith. Ter. Sol. 56 to 292. We now have 55 to 557. We don't have any crushing blow, but we now do have some deadly strike. So let's take that into a hell game and see how we go. Average damage now about 2000. So average damage there about 1300. So it's a substantial increase and I think worth the socket quest. and he also has, I think, an additional attack speed breakpoint. Frostburns. Definitely Frostburns, surely, yeah. Increase maximum mana 40%, 223 up to 305 is actually sizable, but I'll go with the magic find, I think. Oh, peasant, no. Oh, no resistances. Gives you more run walk, more mana, but I drop 30 lightning resistance. 24, no, that's not enough for lightning, but we can swap in the ring. Where's that rear ring? That puts us pretty much back where we were, but now, yes, it dropped 2%, but now our mana's over 300, and we've even put back a bit of the magic find. And we've got our run walk back. Oh, alright. I was about to say, Matt, on Wednesday night we got, Schwinn was there, we got a 7% magic find, 10% poison resistance charm, but I'll call that a good one. Oh, there's a better one. Not that this character is going to use it, but there's something of a rarity. It is too. There's Halibut's Rain. Oh, attack speed. Cold resistance. I've got a cold resistance ring there. Oh, that's made worth sitting up, worth the trouble. Not a drop of huge significance, but there is the completion of the Saigon set for Nereza. That is the second set that she has completed, the first being the Angelic set. Well, that's our second ethereal thresher, and that one we will keep and store away. Oh, there's another Reaper's Toll. Now, never got an ethereal one, still haven't. 205.14, I think we can give a miss. I've got a number that I think are better than that. Let's have a look at that coronet. Don't know whether that's worth using, but it's certainly an excellent find. So if we put that on, but now our resistance, we've bumped up magic find by 33. I don't think we've got any plus skills gear on the character at all. Oh, Keyhagen's Wisdom is it. Now we've got some puzzling. We put on the Mavina belt, I'm certain there's a +1 to skills bonus if I do that. +20 to strength, +1 to all skills. Now what do we do with that? So we got 1373,301, If I go that and put on the belt, got 341, got more life, plus 1 to skills. I still think we're better off with the magic find. We're better off with that, because if we drop, we're not going to get any magic find, but let's at least hang on to the diadem anyway. In fact, we need that belt. Oh, I was carrying 2 of them too. I found another one. Well, if we put in the belt that Nerez is now carrying, that completes another Mavina set. Well, that's where Nerez's belt's going. But I think we can give the diadem a miss, as much as it pains me somewhat. Just fancy that. Alright, no, I've actually dropped Mavina's True Sight before, but there we go. Charm. Grand Charm. Oh, there we go. Don't know I'm going to put it in. Well, that's the first skill charm. Well, I suppose that contrasts with the rotten luck I've had with the amulet. Some sort of a... Oh! This magic find business is clearly... Geez, that's a strange drop from up here. We're certainly going to compare that with the others. Four sockets. Oh, not that's only got 3 sockets, so that's definitely going. Geez, I didn't even see that till then. Oh, a rune. Oh, I'd call that a rune. Oh, not one I need, folks, but there's one we'll mark off. The Tribal Guardian. Sacred Charge. Tribal Guardian is the other one. I had not turned on OBS to record something occasional I do when metal grid dropped in the ancient tunnels. I would probably prefer my current amulet with the 33 magic find, but we could certainly now easily maximise resistances, though I do have that one already. Oh, a phase blade. Okay, phase blade is lightsaber. 161 is pretty ordinary. This is players 5, so it's triple experience. Oh, a gold wrap. Well, that just about completes my run of luck for magic find. Isn't that astonishing? Alright, so what have we found? So we found Chance Guards, Blade of Alibar. I was saying earlier this evening, I found a gold wrap. I'd have all the low level magic find, high magic find stuff. Now, I've already got one set aside for her to upgrade to a battle belt, but at least I can say that's something she's found anyway. Now, Nereza got one of these earlier today too. The thing about this one, I've never got a perfect one. I must have found about 15 of them, but never got 222. Still haven't. Oh, a Malrune. There is the second one she has found. Oh, a Geeds. Well, I suppose it had to happen eventually. I don't particularly want a Geeds on this character yet. It's not a oh, actually, it's better than those 3 5%ers, so we'll put them in didn't think of that. Right, not a particularly great one. 145, 2711, but okay, so compared to those 3 5s, we bumped the magic find up by 12, which should mean 288. Alright, well, we're going to try and make Nereza a new shield apart from the gem tower shield. We want something better than 57 ore resists. I wouldn't normally even contemplate a waste of runes like a Mal rune, but I've just found another tower shield. If this doesn't work out, we will just go with Moses' Blessed Circle, I think, on switch if we choose to get rid of that. But here we go. Mal. 65 we are going to have. I have rolled a number of sanctuaries and I think I've done remarkably well. So that will take the place of the gem tower shield. Well, we don't have the strength to use Skull's Eye yet, but this is an armour I'm considering as an alternative to the Tal Rasha armour. Were we to put it on, we would have less defence, we would have extra wonder skills, we would have more magic find and lesser resistances. Oh, whoa, geez, we'll come back and get that. There is a giant skull which I've missed. Let's have that now. Right, one thing at a time. Look at that giant skull. What do we get? 29 to strength, 2 sockets. Well, there's a first. I must have found at least 15 of these down the years, and that's the first one I've ever got with 222. I'm only here running Mephisto for essences because I've got an imbalance, but I normally stop and kill the monster here just to replenish mana.